All right, you guys, check it out. Look at what Sid got me for my birthday.
It's a barrel.
So this is a custom small American white oak whiskey barrel. If you can see here, the Crouch Ranch, barrel aged, Love Potion number 9, right? Why not?
Why not?
Ramona, California, TCR Reserve, the Crouch Ranch Reserve, 2015. So what we've done is, and we didn't, the only reason there's liquid on the outside of this right now is because we just tipped it over without the plug-in.
It's only water, don't worry. We've not committed any party fouls.
So we've been curing this, and when you purchase one of these, what you have to do is you have to fill it with water, and then run water all over the outside of it for a couple of minutes a day, a couple times a day. It has
to have a bath.
Yeah. Leave it full of water so that the wood expands for a week or so, and then empty it out, clean it out, and then fill it with hot water and continue to do that. Now we've had this now for what, about almost 3 weeks? Go with it.
Sure.
It doesn't have to be exact.
I was trying to think, but yeah, okay. I think
so.
Yeah.
We've been curing it. We've reached the point where we've been storing it in this pan with the paper towel in it.
Which hasn't driven me crazy on the kitchen counter at all for the last month.
Right.
Yeah.
We've had no moisture on the paper towel for well over a week, week and a half. So we feel like it's ready to empty the liquid out and introduce a new liquid. Okay, so I have a empty 5-gallon bucket here.
Is that for when you drink too much whiskey and you have to, no?
Right.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take this thing and empty it out.
Why can't you use the spigot?
Right now the spigot doesn't leak. I don't want to mess with it and potentially have a leak. It's not the most impressive looking spigot.
Okay. But how are you going to get the whiskey out once you get it in?
We don't have to worry about that right now. We don't have to worry about that right now.
Well, it's like when you put money in a piggy bank, you want to know how to get it out in case of emergency, right? Other than just smashing it.
You do.
Just saying.
I wanted to stay there for a long time and grow.
Look at it grow by itself.
If you have to smash the piggy bank in order to get the money out, you're probably going to save more money.
Does anybody else have to pee right now?
I kind of do. Hear that?
This is fascinating. We should just cut to grass growing right now. It's just about as entertaining, isn't it? My goodness. Ooh, okay. A little shower happening. Lovely.
So the first time I emptied
That's
this...
like when you shake it off. It's just a little whoop, whoop.
You're not right.
What?
The first time I emptied this, there were little kind of pieces, chunks of the charred oak that came out, and they actually said in the directions that that could happen. All right.
Looks like it came out pretty clean this time.
It did, yeah, after the second. So, what we've got here is now an empty, seasoned and cured barrel. And now, I don't need to tell you guys that in the United States, it's actually illegal unless you have jumped through some hoops and have been licensed to do so, to make any kind of whiskey for consumption. Okay, you can make beer, but there's a whole new set of regulations to go by. So this would not be for your homemade whiskey unless you had a legal means of making homemade whiskey. What I've done here is I've taken some off-the-shelf, store-bought, something made out of corn and wheat and rye that's like 120 proof, 100 proof, and you know, I didn't want to advertise for that brand, so I put it in some mason jars a couple of years ago. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I definitely don't have any friends that have a still in their backyard and might have made some kind of something that's frowned upon by the federal government. That'd be the ATF, I believe. So, you know, we don't want to get on their bad side. So there's no chance that anybody, you know, made this for me and traded it to me for butchering a hog for them or anything like that. This is strictly store-bought stuff. Just saying. What I did was added these charred white oak.
Oh, you can smell it. That's
sticks.
strong. Holy moly. Smell it over here.
And what these are supposed to do is give it that color, because this was clear
That's the
when these
stick you
went
bite
in.
on when they're taking the bullet out, by the way. The one that's been soaked in whiskey.
Whew. And I'm going to take this. Now this has already been aging in this jar with these charred white oak sticks for a couple years. But now I'm going to transfer it to this white oak barrel. Oops. Don't spill it. Look at that. Not sure what I'm going to do with these sticks. I'm going to Google it, but for now, I'm going to seal them up to prevent additional evaporation.
Those are like your lollipops at night, right? You're just gonna suck on them, chew on them, gnaw on them.
All right. So what we've done here, and it is almost full. It's not completely full, so what we're going to have to do is rotate it kind of like that and kind of like that once a week or so, because you have to keep the wood in this barrel on the inside saturated with some sort of liquid to keep it swollen so that it's tight and does not leak. So right now I see nothing leaking, which I shouldn't, because like I said, it's been full of water for quite a while now with no
Not
leaks.
like you, he's been full of hot air for quite a while. But it leaks.
The hot air. Wow.
I'm on a roll.
So there you have it. This is now going to be added to my whiskey cabinet, and we're going to let this sit for a long time and see if it improves the flavor and the smoothness of it. The idea behind the charcoal inside here, the charred oak, is that as the temperature fluctuates, the whiskey moves in and out of that charcoal, and it's actually filtering it, and it's pulling a lot of the impurities out of it, and it's a mellowing agent. So when you hear about double mellowed, you know, like the Gentleman Jack, what they've done is they've run that through charcoal and mellowed it.
It's like bubbling.
Yeah, it bubbled a little, not sure why.
Because it's love potion number 9.
Right?
So it's...
Yeah, there's some air trying to escape there, but that's all right.
I know, like in the middle of the night, I think that little thing's gonna shoot out of the lid and like, I'm gonna find it embedded in the ceiling the next morning.
All right, well there you have it. A little adventure in whiskey at the Crouch Ranch.
Thanks for watching our video on Mike's brand new little barrel here. Make sure you like the video, click the bell so you get the notifications, and subscribe to the channel.
Is that bright?
Yep. It's a silly question. Some biofuel?
You want to go get that new liquid? It's in the house.
I'll go get the biofuel.
How come it's leaking right now?
Because it was tilted sideways for a minute.
But it's supposed to be able to be tilted sideways.
But I
without-
didn't have the plug all the way in.
Oh.
So. You like my mingos?
Can't see them.
Oh.
Those chairs aren't in the picture.
Well, they should be in the picture. Watch this shit right here. Watch out. I don't know why I dressed those chairs then. Whatever you do, don't give them to the dogs.
No. Well, unless you want the dogs to go to sleep.
That's not good.
Not permanently. Just a nap.
Stop it. Dogs can't have alcohol.
Dogs can have alcohol, and they like it. Some dogs. All right, ready? Turn the spigot. Ready?
Shut up.
Turn the spigot.
It's gonna get all over you.